Good morning everybody, welcome to the new week. It is Deal It Up Challenge Day. Now it's going to be a little bit different today. The day this is actually a public holiday here in New Zealand. It's King's birthday weekend. So I am recording this on Saturday actually. Really interesting day, but maybe I'll get into that in a bit. But for today I am not actually going to draw any prompts. It's kind of a catch-up day. I have one card that I need to do, and so I'm going to do that today with you. So if you're behind, perhaps pull out one of the ones that you have skipped or weren't inspired by at the time and maybe a renewed vision for it, or just watch and enjoy, and you don't have to make anything if you don't want to. So the one that I am missing, I've got the prompts here, is the number 76, week 76, King of Clubs, which I find quite interesting that I'm doing that this weekend when it's King's birthday weekend. So King of Clubs, 3 colours, die cuts or punched pieces, and something wooden, whether it be an image of something wooden or an actual wooden piece. I am going with some wooden image, and I've got this railway tracks here, and the sleepers are of course made of wood, they're timber. So I'm working with my normal base, but I have very badly backed it with brown paper. It's probably not able to be smoothed out because I did it several moments ago and it's got bubbles. That's okay, we will just live with that. So I wanted a clean base for today, and this is different for me because I've been able to think about what I want to do and grab out everything I need. So a little bit of pressure off in that respect for me doing this challenge. So I hope you're not too disappointed that I'm not pulling any new prompts today, but it's a holiday weekend here, so have a holiday on me if you should wish one. I'm also going to do a flip through of where we're up to, because I thought that we were halfway through today. In this video we would be halfway through our 52 cards. It actually happens that last week was the halfway point, but because I'm behind one, me doing this one will then bring me personally to halfway point. So I thought it just worked all around for me to just do catch up and just do the flip through. Right, one thing I didn't prepare was a stencil. Okay. I think I'm just going to go with vintage photo and no stencil. Let's just do a bit of inking, smushing. Don't have to use a stencil on the back, just to give it a bit more interest and texture. And maybe we'll go in with a slightly different colour. Let's hit it with some sepia. See the difference between that's sepia and that's the coffee. It's quite a difference, isn't there? The sepia is very much more orange. Oops, maybe have to get a bit more on my sponge. Maybe we'll do 3 shades of brown in kind of reference to the 3 colours of the prompts that I'm using today. So we'll do that for the sepia. And I'm thinking a bit of aged mahogany might be quite nice. I can never find the right sponge when I need it, which is quite frustrating. Let's kind of just use the end of this one. I can get in there. Don't need much, just add a few bits here and there. Yeah, that'll do. So if you haven't seen the challenge before, yeah, maybe go back and watch last week's one, or come back and watch next week's one when things run a bit more as normal. Right, so I'm going to stamp my King of Clubs. Got my wee K out ready. I'm quite excited actually to get all caught up to date, because it's been bugging me that I've had this one still to do and yet couldn't seem to find the time to actually get it done, and I found that quite frustrating. But we are going to put that one to bed today, get it done, and then we'll be off and running again. So King of Clubs. I like how the clubs fits in the angle of the K. That's very pleasing to my eye. Okay, so that's that done. Oops, sorry, making all sorts of noises here. Now I am going to ink around this. So I hope you all had a great weekend. As I sort of started saying and thought, oh, I'll try and fill you in later in the video. And today's a very interesting day locally. It's unseasonably warm, like you might be able to see because I've got my sleeves pulled up. It is basically summer temperatures. It's in the low 20s, that's Celsius. We've got our hot, dry wind. That's normally our summer wind. And so it's very warm, and there's fires happening all over the place, like not in your fireplace in your home for heating, although we have got our fire going even with warm temperatures, but like grass fires and scrub fires and that sort of thing. So there's 3 big ones relatively local, 2 are very local. So there's helicopters flying around. We had a power cut for an hour. Because it took out some of the power lines, and some of the power is still off in areas, but we've got it back here. But it's affecting the internet tower network, so we still don't have internet because some of the areas that the towers, you know, it's a network, so they ping off each other. Some of those are still without power, so we've got no internet at the moment. So hubby's gone for a nap, and I've been stamping and dyeing paper, and I thought, right, I'm going to jump on, do this video, because all I need is to be able to record on my phone. I can upload it when the internet's back on. So yeah, very interesting day, and there's a road probably 4 minutes away from here that has been evacuated, and we can no longer see plumes of smoke, but the fact that people have been evacuated up as recently as an hour ago means that there is still quite a problem with the fire. So that's not great, and helicopters and all that sort of stuff. And then there's one at the next township up from us, which is about 7 minutes up the road. There's a fire there, and they won't get power restored until the power pole can actually be replaced. And then there's one that's quite a bit further away, maybe an hour away from us, an hour, 3/4 of an hour, something like that. So the fire service is very stretched today, with several stations trying to cover multiple bases, because, you know, in these winds, the fire just takes off. Right, so I have cut out the railway tracks, as you may have noticed while I was talking, because I just wanted the railway tracks themselves. I think they are really graphically interesting and provide that leading line. It's almost like a pyramid, isn't it? Right. going to put that right at the bottom, but I'm not going to... Oh, now I'm wondering if I've got enough. Oh well, we'll see. I am not going to glue it down just yet. Actually, just had a better idea. I am going to glue it at the bottom, because then I don't have to worry about lining it up again. I just need to be able to get under the edges around here. So just gluing this bottom piece in place for now. Oh, didn't want the glue up that high. Let's just get rid of some of that glue. Want to be able to get in under that edge. So no gluing there, because that's where my punched shapes are going to come into play, and my 3 colours for the prompts. I must say I have quite enjoyed being able to have a wee think about what I wanted to do to meet the prompts on this one, because I'm thinking, I don't know what I would have done if I was doing it on camera when I first pulled them. I was like, I don't know. Don't know what I would have ended up doing. Okay, now for the 3 colours, actually I'm going to rub out that pencil mark that I made, because we're not going to need it because I've got this in place. So our 3 colours, I have grabbed out 3 pages of a magazine. It's actually a paint company that produces this magazine, so their backgrounds are all paint colours. This one's Resine Half Washed Green. This one is Resine Pohutukawa, Resine being the paint brand. And this one is Resine Welcome. And so I'm going to use this cute little stamp shaped punch. It's only little. It's very little, but it's so cute. I'm going to punch these pages and make my 3 colours and kind of do a collage mosaic type thing. I don't know how many I'll use, so let's just open this up. It's got a little thing that keeps the punch bit locked down. It's quite cool. Right, I quite like the words up here, so I'm going to try and avoid damaging the words. See, just cute little, oh, they clicked in the bottom there. Cute little stamp shapes. I'd like a bigger one of these, but this was a very cheap punch. It was only like $3, I think, and it works really well. It's just teeny tiny. Don't know if I can get around that word there, so we'll just chop it out. Oops, I think we're getting full. It was starting to complain at the punching. Do a few more. Doesn't matter if I have an odd number, you know, like if I don't have the same number of each colour. So that will do for now of the Welcome, which is kind of a deep green. Right, this beautiful Pohutukawa, beautiful deep red. Oops, mucked those ones up. I put them too overlapping actually, I think. Okay, so got our Pohutukawa. Oh, there's some green on the other side. Feathered friends made out of pine cones. Cute. Right, and then this pale green. So I'll work those out in a moment, separate them out. So let's do some of these. I could have pre-done this, couldn't I? But never mind. I didn't. Right, I may have to do more, we'll see. Okay, cute. I just love it. I think it's so cute. Right, we sipping my tea. And let's get going. I think I'm just going to randomly glue rather than compose. I'm just going to see where it takes me. And hopefully it doesn't take too long. Just going to use my tacky glue for speed, as well as not going through a million glue pages. So I want to try and mix them up. Mix the colours up. And I wanted the brown in the background so that I didn't have to worry about trying to fit them together to cover the cat food box image behind it. So just letting the brown poke through. I might end up pausing the camera for a bit because I have a feeling this is going to take me some time if I continue the way I've started. Oh, but I love it. I think it's going to look really cool. Don't need glue on all that bit because it's going to be cut off the edge. I think this is going to be so cute and worth the effort. But yeah, I don't want you guys to get bored, so we'll probably do some and then bring you back, turn the camera back on when I'm done, or getting close to being done. I should have kept my colours separate, would have been easier. Although I don't have to actually cover the whole background, do I? I can just do patches, and that would be fine as well. Maybe I'll do that. That might be save us all a bit of time and sanity. I'll see. I'll see how it how I'm feeling after a couple more. Because if I do them random, then I won't be able to fill in the whole thing because it won't match up. But I'm really loving this. I think it's so cool. So let's look at the prompts. So this is the punched shape or the die cuts that meets that prompt. So that's fine. The three colours, this is the three colours. We've got the wooden covered, and then we've got the King of Clubs. So I've actually got all the prompts already met. So all I need to do is just keep going, bring it all together, and it will be all good. Because I've got to remember I need to do the flip through. So, and for the flip through, I'm just doing the faux playing cards. I'm not doing the alternative make. Mostly because I don't often do the alternative make since we started the faux playing cards, so there's not many that I've done, and also I put those away. They all get filed into separate bins according to what they were or even used in a journal, so I can't have them at hand, unlike my faux playing cards, which will go into the same place, into a box with a divider. I should have actually bought that and shown you the box I keep them in too, but it's in a different room now, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, yeah, I think I will just do patches, although I think if I did the whole thing it would look really cool. So I think I'm going to taper this up this way. Also means I'm not having to punch out heaps more shapes or run out of patches of colour on the paper, because I was conscious of that. It's like, have I got enough in these images to follow through and do the whole thing? Right, probably the light green. It's actually looking quite grey, but that's all right. Still a different colour. That green would have been a nice one to use too. Okay, happy with that. So now I'm going to build out from the other side, and I'm just going to choose a random point and just start building out. Maybe we'll start there just because it's as good as anywhere else. Oh, there's more sirens. Goodness. There's been so many sirens today. That sounds more like a police siren to me. It is a long weekend, as I've already mentioned, so the police might be out on the roads to catch the holiday makers who are speeding, I suspect. Actually, it sounds like more than one siren. Gosh, you won't be able to hear it because it sounds like it's a wee way away. Oops, that's kind of getting a bit crooked. Right, I'm very much having to think about the colour combination here to try and keep it all kind of in sync. You might need to punch some more red. Okay, I think it's time that I paused the camera so I can just finish this up. Hopefully it won't take me too long, and I'll come back when we're ready to move on to the next phase. Be right back. Okay, I have finished doing my little mosaic punched shapes there. I'm happy with the layout. I've trimmed off any bits that were overhanging, and I'm just now going to finish gluing this down in place. And I've also dug through my bag of found words out of magazines, and I've chosen out a little phrase to pop at the top just to complete the card, and I think it's really cute. So we will do that in a second. Right, that should be adequate. Because at the moment we've got the railway tracks leading off to where? Okay, so I found these words here: adventure often. Can you read that? It's white on a pale background, so I don't know if you can see it very well. And I think that just supports the idea. It's like these tracks leading off into adventure of whatever sort. So I'm going to ink around this, give it a little frame. I've really loved digging in my bag of found words lately. I've done it on the last few Deal It Up challenges, I think. Just so good to use. And I'm just going to ink where I've chopped off the little stamp bits. I think that's so cute. I really love this effect. It's time consuming, yes, definitely, but I love it. I think it's so cool. So just glue this down, and I think we are done for this particular card. And I'm no longer behind, so that's a good thing. Can't really be behind in your own challenge, can you now? Well, I was. Right, so there we go. We have, remember this is week 76 and we're up to week 80, I think. Let me just check that. Yeah, last week was week 80, and because we're not doing a new poll today, week 81 will be next week. So there we go. So we have King of Clubs on the back. We have 3 colours. We have, and they're also punched shapes. We have our wooden with the railway sleepers, and it's done. Awesome. So I'm now going to put it in its place in the pile and bring these up. So this is my stack of, I believe, 26. So it should be 26 in the stack, halfway point. Now I'm not entirely positive that they're in the correct order. They should be fairly close, but if they're not, well, you know, that's fine. So let's start. So Ace of Hearts is where it all started, and that was to commemorate the our new car, which is, was that for the car? No, it wasn't for the car. No, it's just an arbitrary one I chose to start with. So that's that one. I can't remember the prompts, guys, so I'm just going to show them. It's 9 of Clubs with this beautiful eagle. Sorry, eagle. What am I talking about? It's an owl, for goodness sake. Okay, the 4 of Clubs. The first several that we did were all tended to be the black suits. So there's a little birdie on that one. That's a washi sticker, that one. The 5 of Clubs. With the little die cut bunny. The 5 of Hearts. I love this gold bow here. And the 2 of Clubs. Got some butterflies and some shiny sequins, some glitter going on. This was to commemorate the new car, which is a spade. The make is a spade, or the model rather is a spade. So that was to celebrate our car, which we named Ace. And that's the front of that one. Oops, that's getting a bit bent up. Let's just do a little repair work while we're here and put a bit of glue under that. We don't want our flower losing a petal. There we go. See, going back through them just gives the opportunity to fix any errors or issues. 2 of Hearts. This was a different card that I used for this one. Whoops, I'm trying to get it in screen. Please forgive me if I'm getting it slightly off. I'm doing my best because I'm holding them up. This again was different card stock. It's a 10 of Clubs. I love this one. I think this one's really pretty. Of course, I love the colour, so that helps. Then we've got the 3 of Diamonds. Love this one as well with the mushrooms and the gel print paper in the background. And the 3 of Hearts. Again, I love this one just because of the colours. Immediately it grabs my attention and my eye and goes, yes, love that. So these are getting a little bit curly because they're stored vertical. Queen of Spades. I was going to say clubs, but no, it's definitely a spade. Waffles, yum. So that's that one. 9 of Spades. I think that prompt was something sticky, so it's cake with sticky icing. 7 of Clubs. Joy of reading. Who else loves reading? I love reading. I should actually do some today since we've got no internet at the moment. Jack of Spades. Fresh. And the Six of Spades. See, we just did a lot of black suits. This is a little side tuck here. I need to make something to go in there one day. Eight of Clubs. Serene. I love doing this watercolour swatch with the stamping on it. I need to do more of that too. Jack of Hearts. This one's got a little dangle here. I believe the prompt was something metal, so I actually included some metal on this one. Very neutral. That's a little tear in the paper. I guess I knew that at the time. Yep, there's some punched holes from the notebook. So yeah, I've deliberately left that grungy kind of bit in there. Maybe it was grungy, maybe that was a prompt. Don't remember. Six of Diamonds. Love this stenciling here. Super cool in purple, yellow and green. Just think that's pretty. And that's that one. 10 of Spades. Cute. Label, I think, was prompt for those, maybe. Don't remember. I don't know why I'm trying to remember. Like, 9 of Diamonds. Love the neutralness. Neutralness, is that a word? Neutrality? No, that's definitely something else. Neutral colourway of that background. Then the 4 of Diamonds. And I love the colours. It's bold and happy and bright. Love that. And it's got some little gems on it. Then the King of Clubs, which is the one we just did. Then the Six of Hearts, the one where I made a mistake and did a diamond when it was supposed to be a heart, so I had to fix that up. Nurturing the Earth. That one was grungy. Pretty sure that was grungy. Was it? Or just was that for something dirty? I don't know. Again, why am I trying to remember the prompts? Just got another little repair to do here. So get that down. 7 of Diamonds. Beautiful world with a beautiful bird. 9 of Hearts. Yeah, fun flying machine there out of a children's book. And then number 80, Deal It Up Challenge 80, which should be number 26 of the faux cards. But don't crucify me if I've miscounted. It's halfway. Is this good enough? Now I love this. Love this. It's so cute. Hold on to that holiday feeling. And it's a holiday weekend this weekend. So there are my 26 cards. I do believe there are 26. I have counted a couple of times, but I'm still doubting that I've counted properly. But that's halfway point. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope whether you do all of them or just dip in and out as you prefer, or if you do the alternate make and not the faux playing cards, that's absolutely fine. It's why I do the alternate make, so that you can make what's inspiring you, not necessarily what you feel you have to do. Does that make sense? Because you don't have to do any of this. It's all a bit of fun. But I do hope you join in, because it is great fun. Okay, there we go. They will go back in my box, and we'll continue on next week with the 27th card and go through and make all 52. Thanks so much for joining me, my friends. Have a beautiful day. I will be back again tomorrow with Trashcraft Tuesday. And we'll be working with those little instruction books again. Another fun project using those. If you don't know what I'm talking about, drop by, say hi, and see for yourself. Okay, catch you then. Bye for now.